Hey guys, I'm just making a quick trimming on this little bantam. I noticed the spurs are quite long and sharp, so I figure I trim them. I'm gonna put them with a couple of pullets that I have. One of them is his daughter, and another one is another non-related bird. I'm trying to use him. I really like his standard and his station. His conformation is pretty on point. So I'm gonna use him, and mainly why you want to trim the spurs is because breeding purposes. You don't, with spurs this long and sharp, it's gonna cause some damage to the hand's spine, their back. So what these guys do is they get the feathers up here, they'll peck up here, and then they'll grab the hand's wings. And while they're doing that, the spurs will sometimes cut the pullets. So it's best to cut them up, to trim them. That way you won't damage your pullets. Trust me, it's a lot better for both of them. So I already got the mark in there. You don't want to cut more than that. If you want, I guess you could, but you don't want to touch that soft tissue inside. You don't want to cut too much of that because it does hurt them. And then it eventually is going to start affecting on how the spur is going to grow, which is not really necessary because you're going to end up trimming it either way. But I'd rather do it like this on the first time I trim it, and then eventually you start just trimming it about that much. They're going to grow back, and that soft tissue inside is going to get a little longer too, so eventually you're going to end up cutting that soft tissue. But it's okay. You just don't want to do it on the first time. At least I don't do it on the first time that I trim their spurs, because, you know, saves them a little bit more pain. And that's pretty much how long I want them and how long they're going to be comfortable with. So let me get right to it. I'm going to cut this off real quick, and I'll show you once I'm done. All you do is use this little saw here. Let me show you the saw that I'm using. It's this one here. You mind picking that up, boy, please?
Yeah.
And then just pretty much saw away at the... Make sure if you get another person to help you out, it's really good. And yeah, just start sawing away. Let me pause the video, and then I'm gonna show you once I'm done. And we're done. So you see, that's just a little bit of blood. That's that soft tissue that I was talking about inside. It's like a little soft piece of skin. It'll bleed. Same for this one here. I didn't do a good job on this one, but yeah, that's all you want to do. Just cut the trims. I went on and cut the vents too. That way it kind of helps them fertilize the eggs better. Now, they don't really need help with this. You don't have to do this, but you know, they always say it's best to keep them cold, right? To keep them cool. So anyway, let me put them back in the pan,